I've been so sick this week, dude. Like I'm sure you see me over here like coughing. You sound
better now.
And stuff. I'm on so much Sudafed and Claritin, and I keep every time I step away, I'm like blasting my nose. I've got this pressurized can of saline, and I stick it up one nostril and blast, and it forces the other one nostril open. And so like it's a traumatic experience for my body. Like it feels a little bit like drowning, but I just kind of suffer through it because it helps. And but every time I'm done, I'm kind of crying a little. I'm like, all right. Those are big boy tears. And I clean up and everything, and like I'm just a fucking wreck. Well, last night on top of that, and like my nose is just so raw, it's rough. I try not to touch it, but
you almost got like that Pups girl look.
Dude, I don't have any fucking Kleenex because the dog has eaten 2 boxes of Kleenex. Every time I buy a new box, he eats them and tears them apart when I'm not looking. So I'm using fucking paper towels and stuff. Yeah, they had the lotion in them and everything. He ate them all.
I'm going to the bathroom, but I still have my headphones. Don't talk shit about Jewish people.
So then I when I was ordering groceries, I got a jar of Vaseline. And they gave me this black people Vaseline. It said something about equity.
It's better than the Jewish people Vaseline.
What's Jewish people Vaseline?
Careful, he's scary looking now.
Oi, don't use all of that petroleum jelly. So I've been like putting that on my nose. Well, the dog got into the Vaseline today and ate like half a tub of fucking Vaseline. So now I don't even have that. So my nose just hurts.
It's gonna be such a disgusting shit all over your house.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Outside.
He ate so much Vaseline. So then last night I woke up and I already had vomit in the back of my throat. Like I woke up mid vomit.
Oh no!
From food poisoning, and so I'm just like I sit up as my mouth is filling with vomit and rush to the bathroom, and I'm throwing up for like a fucking hour at like 4 a.m. last night. So that was fun too.
Why would you think it's food poisoning instead of like whatever sickness you got? Maybe it's
because it was like really sudden, and I ate some Greek food last night. That lamb that they sort of slice off of that.
That's delicious.
It's just a rotating chunk of meat that they have.
The meat cycle.
And man, it must have been rotating for too long.
Oh.
I did notice some of it was a little dark and crispy when I ate it, but that just made it taste better.
Yeah. I mean, I think your stomach just needs to buck up a little bit. You gotta toughen it up. What you need to do is teach your stomach, this isn't gonna fly, mister, and you double down. Get some more shawarma.
Well, I bucked up last night and vomited for a good 2 hours until I was just throwing up bile and just my abs hurt. Just Dude, on the floor, curled up in a ball.
Has it been 2 weeks that you felt shitty?
Yeah. I think it's allergies mostly. I might be sick. I'm not willing to write that off entirely, but I don't have any accompanying symptoms.
Hopefully,
food poisoning its own thing. But yeah, it just feels like it's just nasal congestion. And
did you try the pills I sent?
Yes, no. I have those now. I have a whole.
Tried them, and
I ordered them from Amazon. No, they're what I'm taking now. But I mean, it's like nothing seems to have changed. I was already taking Claritin 24 hours, which I assume is doing a similar.
This is also 24 hours. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I was hoping you had good luck.
No, I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully,
but you don't just suddenly like you don't get like suddenly out of nowhere horrid allergies one year, do you?
Well, here's the thing. Growing up, I had terrible allergies, and then they went away suddenly.
That happens.
I used to have extreme. I used to not be able to go outside this time of year. Like I was handicapped essentially. My dad would be like, I'd be working with my dad, and he'd look over, and there's just my eyes are swollen shut, and just tears pouring out of them. And it's like, what the fuck? Go home.
I bet it's partially like exposure, because when I was a kid outside 24/7, I never had allergies, and like I still don't get them bad ever. But occasionally, like I'll go outside after the grass is cut, and it's like, oh, my eyes are a little itchy. Like
it is, and so I just watched a podcast on allergies recently, and they're tricky. They're more common than they used to be, which is weird. And my knee-jerk instinct was like, oh, maybe people just more apt to complain now. Maybe they have better access to medical care. But they said it's actually that they're living cleaner lifestyles. They're spending more time inside on computers, stuff like that, where pets, I guess, are less common. Didn't know that. But it used to be kids went outside like you did, like I did. It used to be that, there was a dog in the house. Like that's a good thing to combat allergies, oddly. Just a little more exposure to dirt, and you don't get so sensitive to stuff.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but My
That makes
allergies
sense.
were crippling as like a teenager and my early 20s, and then they completely went away around the time I was 27. And so for a decade ago, and now I'm having some really awful fuck. It feels like I snorted a line of fiberglass. The inside of my nose burns and tickle itches. Like it's this thing where like if I scratch it, it'll only itch worse. It's like I'm keeping my hands. I'm trying to keep my hands off of it as it's just my nose is constantly running. The amount of mucus that comes out of my fucking head every day, it's got to be a goddamn record. It's real upsetting. I've changed the air filters in my house. I've cleaned the house thoroughly multiple times. I'm vacuuming every fucking day. I gave the dogs baths.
You did, and they're clean and they're looking nice. And
yeah, I groomed my puppers.
Shaven.
I groomed my puppers up. They're looking real nice. Toby's got short hair now. He looks very silly. It's awesome.
What is the sickest you guys have ever been?
I had like a few things going on. I had strep throat for sure. I had the flu for sure. It's debatable whether I had full blown pneumonia or not, but I was coughing up blood, and that's when they gave me that bottle of what do you make scissor out of?
Codeine.
Codeine. Yeah, I had that big bottle of codeine.
Skittles. Yeah.
I went to my doctor, and he was like, "Yeah, that's definitely strep throat, and you definitely have the flu." And I was like, "Well," and this is Friday. I'm like, Monday morning, I'm driving to New Mexico, where I'm going to film half a dozen videos and make this much money. And I can't not be there next week driving to New Mexico. He's like, well, the desert air will help a little. I was like, some antibiotics, some injections would help a lot. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And he gave me a shot in my ass, a big bottle of codeine, and maybe some pills too. And I still barely fucking survived. I can remember trying to drink Gatorade and then vomiting it up behind a truck, and then like gargling the Gatorade to get the vomit out of my mouth, and then going and shooting the video where I've got a big 500 Magnum in each hand. I'm so sick.
So if we go back and watch that one, will we be able to see like sick eyes? Like
you can hear my voice. Like I can't do the accent. I sound ridiculous. Like I'm so fucking sick.
Did it end after the shoot, or were you sick for like another week?
I don't really remember. I think I got better because when I ran out of codeine, I think we were in I don't know what state we were in, but whatever state it was in, they put an additive into their codeine when it's prescribed to make it taste awful, so it can't be abused so easily. Whereas in Georgia, man, it tasted like candy, like liquid Jolly Rancher. And so when I got the foul tasting stuff, I didn't even want it anymore. So I guess I was well enough. I mean, it served its purpose. Could have gone on abusing it and developed a fucking habit if I'd had another bottle of that shit. It is such a nice feeling, dude. It's like all the warmth and good feelings of alcohol, plus like this dopey opium, like this relaxation.
Yeah, codeine.
Dude, it feels good. And
I don't like it.
It's no itchiness. It was such a nice high. I've never done it since.
So for me, I get kind of a thumpy headache, and I just feel
from opiates.
Yeah, like a thumpy headache, and I try to get off them as fast as I can. I have more surgeries probably than most of you guys.
Yeah,
they send me home with shit like that.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to think what else is like the thumpy headache, and I just feel like a little down.
Some people get
my
itchy,
wife gets itchy, but I don't. But it makes me a little sick to take opiates. So I'm not.
I will never fuck with the like. I have seen being in the Midwest, like so many fucking people ruin their lives.
No, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. Your personality,
no desire to fuck with that shit.
I think your personality would allow you to try heroin if you wanted and be like, "Oh man, that was good. Better not do that again." Because that's how I feel about. I know right now, if I scored a bottle of codeine, I would have the best night in memory. It would feel so good just to sip on it slowly, maybe mix it with Sprite, like or whatever, and have a nice cold drink. Man,
dude,
I would never touch that shit.
If I had a bottle of codeine here, I would be like, that freaks. I'd throw it away. Like I don't want to be in that world.
I'm with Taylor on this, and I share your respect for Taylor and like self-control if he needs it. But I've seen other people with self-control, other people who had their act together fall victim to this shit. And it's
It's so addictive. It's so dangerous.
I would guess that the people who are squared away who become addicted were taking it initially responsibly and prescribed for a real painful thing, and they became addicted over time. I'm describing a scenario in which Taylor, who is like so driven that he never got those bad grades, Taylor, who's like always on time, he could shoot heroin. He could shoot heroin up tonight and always never touch heroin again. Like he would.
Let's go then, bro.
You know, Kyle, wait.
That's how I feel.
I'm not going to agree with you this, but I am willing to bet $5 on it, and this is a testable hypothesis.
Wait,
I owe you $5. I owe you $5.
Catch me up. What's going on? My headset.
We were talking. I don't know how.
Kyle was saying that he thinks I could try prescription pills or heroin and not get addicted to it, and I was saying I would never want to. Like I think everyone.
And that is why he's
everyone
right.
Everyone would like to believe that they would not get addicted to an addictive pill, but the reason you get addicted is because that pill is like made to be addictive. Like it makes you feel
there's
great.
a denial factor that you're not acknowledging that you're already doing yourself. Your defense mechanism is already working by you being like, I don't want. A lot of people are like, what?
Right.
It's a little bit of heroin. I'm good, bro. Look, I still go to work tomorrow. So I just think I have the willpower to. I believe I could try heroin and just never do it again because I did that with codeine.
It's just
and I,
you know why I think you could do that?
Reward.
You know why I think you could do that?
Look, I'm not proposing that I go do heroin.
We're all in the ether here. So it's, I'm saying prospectively, where that be.
Anyway, to answer your question, that is when I was the sickest.
Thank you for that.
Wait,
Taylor asked when we were the sickest in our lives, and I spent about 18 minutes telling him.
That's exactly what we want. 18 minutes
on heroin.
No, that
I was prescribed codeine when I had like pneumonia, strep throat, and I was just feeling really, really.
Isn't it funny how you like see the backwards trend of the conversation? But Harley, what's the sickest you've ever been your whole life?
Fucking knocking out Aaron Game Grumps Creator Clash 1. I ain't getting sicker than that, bro. Unless I knock out a wrestler this Saturday.
So you just don't get sick.
Okay, well,
I'm sick right now. I've been mentally ill.
Ooh,
I'm actually
mental illness counts. I might need to change my answer. When did
I've been sick this whole time. You see my Minecraft servers?
Yeah, the fitter Harley gets, the more the whites of his eyes are showing when he's looking at you.
I do. I get a certain virility to me. I get a certain like lifeness that I see in my eyes. Yeah, your eyes are very white, actually.
Right there. This is AOC eyes fucking coming for your soul.